So the finals rank system is a bit of an interesting one. Normally in a rank system, you at least have a solo mode, or you'll have team on team, like one team against another team, maybe 3 teams. The finals went with 4 teams. This is a very interesting idea, and they executed it pretty well, honestly. The real issue is how it turned out. Because when you have the best players in the world all fighting each other, they're going to come up with every strategy imaginable. And some of those will hurt the game, some of those will benefit the game. But in the finals, most of them have actually ended up hurting the game. Like when they made it 30% of the total cash if you plugged it. It became just a race to plug it, grab the other one, plug the other one, go back to the first cash out, steal it. It wasn't really all that fun, and it was really messy. It made light a must pick in every comp. Now, their goal should be heavy, medium, light. You should want to have one of each on your team. Right now, that's probably where they are. All comps except for triple heavy I've seen used just today. So I think ranked is in a good spot right now, except for one thing. When you get to diamond, it becomes horrible. Because of how the rank system works, where you have 4 teams fighting for 2 spots, there gets to be a certain point where, especially with how small the community is, you know who the better players are. Like, I recognize a third, maybe a quarter of the players in my lobby, which is a little too much if you ask me, but that's besides the point. It really more matters that if you know someone is good, what are you going to do? You're going to do everything in their power to grief them out. You're going to just try and get them out of the tournament so you don't have to face them again. This is such a frustrating issue because when they double the final cash out, they have no risk of losing because they're at 50k and the next closest team is 20k with all the money in one cash out. It's so hard to steal. Like, there's no way you're realistically stealing it without them making a ridiculous blunder or letting you. And they, if they're somewhat good at the game, will know who they're going to let get it. Every time. I mean, whether we're talking about a top 500 Ruby team or we're talking about a high to mid plat team, they will know who they want to face in the next round, and they will just let them in. This is such an infuriating part of the game. Because the rank system in and of itself is fun. You have a tournament system, you're fighting multiple other teams, there's chaos, there's destruction. It's not a bad rank system in and of itself. But it's the fact that people will grief each other out that drives me nuts. It's why I quit ranked. This video is the first time I've played ranked since three quarters of the way through season 5, because it's that unplayable. It's that unfun once you get into diamond and ruby. I'll hit diamond and I stop playing ranked. Not because I am sick of the game. I still love the game. It's an amazing game. It's the fact that you just end up getting griefed out every single time. When people are messaging each other on Discord to let each other into the next round so they both gain ELO, that's an issue. That is a core issue with a system. You can't allow that to continue. And so that leads to the question, how do you fix this? Well, there's really 3 ways to fix this. You can, first of all, stop allowing cash outs to be doubled so that it's really hard to impossible to grief each other out. I mean, if cash outs can't be doubled, then you have to somehow control 2 cash outs, one of which is halfway across the map from the other. That kind of just immediately fixes it. But it does kind of lead to other issues, so I'm not sure I really love that idea. The second idea is, instead of making them each worth their collective total, so if you have 2 18k cash outs and you combine them, right now they're worth 36k. If you were to make it so they're worth 32, 28, somewhere in there, it might make it a little better. Because if someone's at 40k, which it's possible for someone to be at 40k and someone else to be at 42k. I've seen it before. And then someone gets the last cash out and they're at 6k and they move on out of honestly pure luck sometimes. Just one team chooses them to win. That's the most frustrating experience in this game. The third way is some sort of calculation where you say, can this team lose? Is it possible for this team to lose? No? Okay, they qualify in the next round and can't play the rest of the round. Would that really work? I can't think of a way. I don't think that's a good solution. Is it better? Honestly, no. I think it might be worse than the current system. It'd be interesting to see how it works, but I don't think that is a good way of fixing ranked. So there actually is a fourth option. I'm recording this after I've finished editing the rest of the video, so I'm not going to go back and change it. You could, instead of not allowing all cash outs to be doubled, you could not allow the last cash out to be doubled. I'm not sure it would work as well. I don't really like the idea of not allowing cash outs to be doubled. I just think it's really hard to balance. This game is really well designed, but its rank system has very certain flaws that are very damaging to the overall game. And this is one of them. I shouldn't be able to work an entire round, get 2 cash outs, the first and the second cash out, and then lose because the other team got 3 more kills and a plug. Should be rewarded for playing consistently good throughout the entire round, not the other team gets a last second steal because they were helped by the other team and therefore they just win and I lose. Now, I'm not saying last second steals shouldn't exist. Last second steals are a great thing in this game and they make the game what it is. But it's the last second steals when I've got the other 2 cash out and I'm up 33k on you, but you steal with 0.2 seconds left because the other team didn't shoot you. That's wrong. That's not how a game should be designed. Especially a ranked mode where people can make money off of this by streaming, all that stuff. People get skins, they get stuff out of this. And so for them to lose that because the other team didn't want them in, that's not how that should work. The end of each match should, in theory, be the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. I mean, with a few exceptions. Let's say the 3 seed is really good on Kyoto and the 2 seed isn't very good on Kyoto. Well, the 3 seed should win that if they're better at the map, they have more map knowledge, or they have a comp that beats the 2 seed. Or, I mean, there's exceptions, but in general, it should be 1 versus 2 seed at least 60% of the time. Because those should be the 2 best teams, and the 2 best teams should beat the other teams. They shouldn't miss out on making the final round, on getting these extra points, because the 2 seed went, you know, you're better than us, but we got lucky this round, so we're just gonna not let you in the next round. Sorry, you were 1,000 below us. That sucks for you. That's frustrating. So now that I've ranted about the rank system, I want to shine light on a few great things about the rank system. How the rank system works with the tournament and you know how much you're going to get after each round is a very great way of doing it. Because it takes out another element of randomness, because this game is already incredibly random. It's incredibly chaotic. So if you know, hey, as long as I get top 3, I'll make points. It's not a waste of my time. I'm not losing points. That is a great feeling. That's a good thing that they've done with this rank system. I truly do enjoy the rank system until I get into Platinum even. Because in Platinum, you're playing against rubies. Now that's because the player base is small, but going from straight up playing golds, silvers, maybe a plat mixed in there, to triple ruby stack with a double diamond plat stack is not fun. Believe me, I did it today. Not fun. I would not recommend that. And that's my issue. I don't want to recommend the rank system to people. I want to play ranked. I really enjoy rank systems where it feels like I get rewarded for playing good. But I don't want to recommend a rank system where I don't have fun, where no one has fun. I mean, sometimes you're not going to have fun playing ranked. It happens. But when it's, I have fun 1 out of every 5 games, that's wrong. That's not how a ranked system should work. Just because you're playing the best players doesn't mean it shouldn't be fun. In fact, that should be more fun because you're actually challenging yourself. I just thought I'd give a quick mention to a few other strategies that I don't like them, but they definitely should be kept in the game. Like this one, holding the box until time runs out. If they're not going to challenge us, if they're not going to give us a fight on point to make us put the box in to extend the game, that's their fault. We should be allowed to just hold it out and let the game end without overtime. That's a good thing. Or sometimes you get those steals absolute last second. I know I talked about this earlier, where you have a mesh shield, you're body blocking, and you get it by a half second. And as frustrating as that is to go up against, it is worth it for the exhilaration you know that you feel when you get those. Those are both very positive things because they require high game IQ to pull off without being incredibly frustrating to go against. Like, of course they're frustrating. You just lost because the other team did something that you weren't able to really do much about. But in both those situations, you can run stuff to counter it. You can get to the box. There's ways to counter it, unlike getting griefed out. Because when you're getting griefed out, realistically, it's a 2v1v1. And that's frustrating. Sometimes it's a 3 teams on 1 team. That's incredibly frustrating.
So I just finished recording and forgot to mention that your first game in Plat, you're going against rubies, like here. It's kind of game ruining. I understand they just have a small player base, and that's not really their fault, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. Also, it was a nice 1v3. Don't even lie.
So now that I've ranted about Embark's horrible rank system that no one loves, I want to say, Embark, I really thank you. You've made a great game. Your rank system isn't terrible. I understand it's part of growing pains with the game. It's a better rank system than other games. Apex's rank system has worked worse. I just see so much potential in this rank system and in this game, and it hurts me that it isn't being properly achieved. So thank you, Embark. You do a great job. Keep up the hard work. Keep the game going. Please, you're close. I really love playing ranked, but it just gets really frustrating and tedious after a bit of time. So as soon as you fix that, you have truly achieved everything you could want in a game. Thank you for watching. It really means a lot. I hope you have a great day.